How much longer do you think you'll live? If you're over 70, you're already playing the second half of the game, and every move counts. It's not just about luck. Science has identified some very specific clues that can reveal how many years you've really got left. Most people walk through life ignoring the red flags their bodies are waving right in front of them. Don't be one of them. In this video, we're going to expose 10 powerful signs that are scientifically proven to predict just how long you might stick around. From subtle changes in how you move to warning signals from your nervous system, each of these indicators holds a key to your future health. And trust me, some of them will shock you. If you've ever wondered what your body is secretly trying to tell you about your longevity, stay tuned. What you learn today could mean the difference between thriving for decades more or missing out on all the moments you thought you'd still have. Here are the 10 signs that predict how long you'll live after 70 scientifically proven. Sign 10. Your chair rise ability, lower body strength. Picture two individuals, Marie, who glides up from a chair with ease, and Dennis, who struggles, needing a firm grip on the armrests to push himself upright. When it comes to predicting lifespan after 70, your ability to rise from a chair, also known as the chair rise test, might be more significant than you realize. A 2018 study in the Journal of Gerontology revealed that older adults who could stand up from a seated position multiple times within 30 seconds without assistance had a lower mortality risk over the following decade. This seemingly simple action demonstrates more than just leg power. It reflects overall muscular health, coordination, and even cardiovascular status. Marie's ability to get up smoothly signals strong quadriceps, stable core muscles, and consistent blood flow to her tissues, all of which contribute to slower aging processes. In contrast, Dennis's difficulty rising isn't just a matter of being out of shape. It could indicate weakened bones, reduced muscle mass known as sarcopenia, or even early neurological issues that affect balance and coordination. Many people don't realize that the chair rise test is also linked to bone density. If your lower body strength is dwindling, you may be at higher risk for fractures and falls. The good news is that you can improve your results regardless of age. Simple chair squats, resistance band exercises, and gentle stair climbing can all build the kind of foundational strength that supports the entire body. If you find yourself relying on your hands for support or needing extra momentum to stand, take it as a wake-up call. Emphasize leg workouts, address nutritional gaps, especially protein and calcium, and consider consulting a physical therapist if needed. By focusing on this often overlooked skill, you're investing directly in the quality and length of your life beyond 70. Sign 9. Your lung capacity and breathing efficiency. Think of your lungs as the body's energy powerhouse. After 70, lung capacity can start to decline naturally, but the rate and extent of this decline can predict how long you'll keep thriving. A 2019 study published in the European Respiratory Journal found that seniors who maintained higher lung volumes, measured through a simple spirometry test, enjoyed more robust immune responses and had lower risks of chronic diseases. Consider two friends, Arthur, who takes daily walks while practicing deep breathing exercises, and Gerald, who leads a sedentary life and often feels short of breath climbing a single flight of stairs. Arthur's lungs remain flexible and better oxygenate his blood, supporting every organ system from his heart to his brain. Gerald, however, experiences faster fatigue, and his body struggles to eliminate carbon dioxide efficiently. This buildup of metabolic waste can stress vital organs, contributing to a faster aging process. What many people overlook is that lung capacity isn't just about avoiding asthma or COPD. It's also linked to your ability to maintain stamina and mental clarity. Oxygen is crucial for cellular health, and when your cells are well nourished, they repair damage more effectively, potentially postponing degenerative conditions. If you frequently find yourself gasping after minor exertion, that's a red flag. Practicing simple breathing drills, like inhaling slowly through the nose, holding for a few seconds, and exhaling gradually through the mouth, can strengthen your diaphragm and expand lung volume. Activities like singing or playing a wind instrument have also been shown to boost respiratory function. And don't underestimate posture. Slouching compresses your chest cavity, limiting full expansion of the lungs. By paying attention to these details, spending a few minutes daily on targeted exercises and minding your posture, you can give your lungs the care they need. Better breathing today could mean more tomorrows brimming with vitality. Sign 8. Your sense of smell. It might sound surprising, but the strength of your sense of smell can be a powerful predictor of longevity after 70. A 2017 study in the journal Annals of Neurology discovered that seniors who struggled to identify common odors like coffee, peppermint, or lemon were more likely to experience a decline in overall health and, in some cases, faced a shorter lifespan. Why is this sense so critical? Your olfactory system is deeply tied to the brain's function. When you inhale a scent, your nervous system processes it almost instantly. If that pathway begins to weaken, it can signal early-stage neurological changes, including cognitive decline or even the onset of degenerative conditions such as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Take two neighbors, Clara, who can still savor the aroma of freshly baked bread from across the kitchen, and Maureen, who notices her nose isn't as sharp as it used to be. Clara's robust sense of smell indicates that her cranial nerves and olfactory receptors remain in good shape, supporting other cognitive functions like memory and emotional well-being. Maureen, however, is missing out on subtle warning signs that could point to compromised brain health. The good news is that smell can be trained and protected. Researchers suggest that daily smell training, purposefully inhaling distinct scents like cinnamon, citrus, or lavender, can help keep neural pathways active and engaged. Staying vigilant about airborne irritants is also wise. Chronic sinus issues or prolonged exposure to polluted air can damage olfactory receptors over time. If you notice a persistent decline in your ability to detect familiar odors, don't dismiss it as mere aging. Consult a healthcare professional who might check for nasal obstructions or early neurological markers. By safeguarding your sense of smell, you're not just preserving one of life's great pleasures, you're also keeping a close watch on your brain's health and longevity prospects. Sign 7. Your heart rate variability, HRV. Most people track their pulse, but few pay attention to the subtle changes in the intervals between heartbeats known as heart rate variability, HRV. This underappreciated sign can forecast how well you'll fare after 70. A 2020 study in the Journal of Cardiovascular Aging demonstrated that older adults with higher HRV had better stress response, improved circulatory health, and lower rates of chronic conditions like arrhythmias and hypertension. Picture two retirees, Linda, who uses a fitness tracker to monitor her heart patterns, noticing that her HRV stays relatively high even during mild stress, and Gail, who only checks her pulse occasionally and has never heard of HRV. Linda's elevated HRV indicates that her autonomic nervous system can quickly adapt to changing demands. Her body smoothly transitions between fight or flight and rest and digest modes. Gail, on the other hand, might have a lower HRV that hints at reduced cardiac resilience. When your heart can't adjust effectively, minor stressors, like climbing stairs or receiving unexpected news, can put undue strain on your cardiovascular system. What many don't realize is that HRV also correlates with mental health. A flexible nervous system often supports sharper cognitive function and can better regulate mood swings. If you suspect your heart could be more adaptable, consider lifestyle tweaks to boost HRV. Simple changes, such as practicing slow, diaphragmatic breathing for a few minutes each day or engaging in gentle yoga, can make a measurable difference. Regular physical activity, especially aerobic exercise, also enhances autonomic function. It's worth talking to your doctor or investing in a wearable device that measures HRV if you're curious. The insights you glean can be transformative, revealing hidden stressors or confirming you're on the right track. In the grand scheme of aging, a well-regulated heartbeat signals a system that can roll with the punches, potentially adding healthy years to your life. Sign 6. Your resting heart rate. While heart rate variability provides insight into adaptability, your resting heart rate, RHR, offers another straightforward window into longevity after 70. Numerous studies, including a pivotal one featured in the American Heart Journal in 2016, show that seniors with lower resting heart rates tend to have healthier cardiovascular systems and a decreased risk of heart attacks and strokes. Imagine two golfing buddies, Aaron, who consistently logs a resting heart rate around 60 beats per minute, and Ben, whose resting rate hovers in the mid-80s. Aaron's lower RHR suggests a stronger, more efficient heart, requiring fewer beats to pump blood throughout his body. In contrast, Ben's elevated baseline may point to underlying issues like elevated stress hormones, arterial stiffness, or undiagnosed metabolic concerns. Many folks assume that a higher resting heart rate is just part of getting older, but medical research indicates otherwise. Chronic factors, poor diet, lack of exercise, or chronic stress, can keep your heart perpetually working harder, accelerating wear and tear on your arteries. The good news is that you can improve your RHR even if you're in your 70s. Cardiologists often recommend light aerobic activities, like brisk walking or moderate cycling, to gradually strengthen the heart muscle. If you're not used to exercise, start gently. Short daily walks can be surprisingly effective at nudging your RHR downward over time. Mindfulness practices or stress reduction methods, such as meditation or guided relaxation, can also help by lowering cortisol levels that drive the heart rate up. It's essential to check your resting heart rate regularly. Even simple devices like home blood pressure machines often display pulse counts, or you can measure it the old-fashioned way by counting beats for 60 seconds. Monitoring your RHR gives you real-time feedback on your fitness and stress levels. A healthy, lower RHR points to a body well poised for longevity, giving you more chances to enjoy life's precious moments. Sign 5. Your reaction time. Reaction time might seem like a trivial detail, but studies reveal a strong link between how quickly you respond to unexpected stimuli and how long you might live past 70. A large-scale investigation published in the Journal of Aging Research found that older adults with slower reaction times were more prone to accidents, falls, and even early mortality. Consider Lisa and Yvonne, both in their mid-70s, who volunteer at a local community center. Lisa can swiftly catch a set of keys tossed her way, while Yvonne often fumbles, needing an extra moment to process what's happening. Lisa's sharp responsiveness hints at well-maintained neural pathways, meaning her brain and muscles communicate efficiently. Yvonne's lag, however, could be symptomatic of age-related changes in her nervous system, indicating that her body takes longer to interpret and act on external cues. Slower reaction times don't just raise the risk of everyday mishaps, they also mirror broader cognitive health. When your brain speeds slow, you may experience more difficulties with problem-solving or multitasking, which can impact everything from driving safety to handling stressful situations. But there's an upside. Reaction time can be honed even in your later years. Brain training games, especially those focusing on speed and coordination, have shown promise in sharpening reflexes. Simple activities like juggling a softball, playing table tennis, or practicing coordination drills can help keep both mind and body on their toes. Even social games that require quick responses, such as card games or trivia nights, can boost mental agility. If you sense your reflexes have dulled, take it as a clear signal to ramp up neural engagement. A fraction of a second might not sound like much, but in the context of avoiding a fall or reacting to a sudden hazard, it can be the difference between a minor slip and a life-altering injury. Stay quick, stay safe, and you'll likely stay around longer. Sign 4. Your hearing health. Hearing may not be the first thing you consider when you think about longevity, but research increasingly suggests it's a key factor. In a 2021 review published in the Journal of Gerontology Medical Sciences, older adults with untreated hearing loss were found to have a higher incidence of social isolation, depression, and cognitive decline, all of which can reduce lifespan. Meet siblings Daryl and Joanna. Both are in their early 70s, but Daryl struggles to follow conversations in noisy restaurants and often misses phone calls. He avoids social gatherings to escape embarrassment. Joanna, meanwhile, recognized signs of diminished hearing and took action by consulting an audiologist and investing in hearing aids. Joanna continues to stay engaged socially, picking up on subtle cues and enjoying lively discussions. Daryl's decision to forego a hearing checkup hasn't just impacted his social life, it could also hasten cognitive changes as the brain strains to fill in missing auditory information. This mental load can contribute to faster cognitive wear and tear, potentially paving the way for forms of dementia. Moreover, hearing issues can lead to an increased risk of accidents, such as not hearing oncoming traffic or smoke alarms. If conversations feel muffled or you consistently ask people to repeat themselves, it's not something to brush off as mere aging. Quick intervention can preserve both your hearing and your mental sharpness. Simple steps like annual hearing assessments, protecting your ears from loud noises, and using quality hearing devices can dramatically improve the ability to stay connected. Many seniors avoid hearing aids due to stigma or cost, but modern technology is more discreet and effective than ever. Don't let pride stand in your way. Proper hearing doesn't just enrich daily interactions, it can be a lifeline to longer-lasting mental health and, by extension, a longer life overall. Sign 3. Your blood sugar stability. When you think about aging well, you might picture strong bones or a sharp mind, but stable blood sugar levels are just as crucial. A 2018 study in diabetes care found that seniors who maintained balanced glucose levels faced fewer complications like cardiovascular disease, nerve damage, and kidney issues, factors strongly tied to reduced mortality. Take Carla, who monitors her blood sugar daily even though she doesn't have diabetes. She focuses on balanced meals, leans on high-fiber foods, and takes regular walks to keep glucose spikes in check. Then there's Howard, who rarely considers his diet and often indulges in sugary snacks, dismissing his borderline blood sugar readings as nothing serious. Carla's vigilance pays off. Her consistent glucose levels help protect her arteries, reduce oxidative stress, and lower inflammation throughout her body. Howard, meanwhile, risks accelerated aging at the cellular level. Excess sugar in the bloodstream can harden blood vessels and contribute to a decline in organ function, making him more vulnerable to heart attacks, strokes, and infections. Blood sugar instability also undermines cognitive health. Frequent sugar highs and lows can lead to brain fog, mood swings, and even a faster progression toward cognitive decline if unchecked. The good news? You don't need to be diabetic to track improvements. Simple measures like swapping refined carbohydrates for whole grains, incorporating lean proteins, and using portion control can stabilize glucose. Regular activity, whether it's a leisurely walk or light resistance training, improves insulin sensitivity. Even stress management, like deep breathing or meditation, can reduce cortisol levels that spike blood sugar. If you notice signs such as frequent thirst, unexplained fatigue, or tingling in your extremities, don't ignore them. Checking your blood sugar with a home monitor or at annual medical checkups can reveal subtle issues before they become major threats. Balanced blood sugar isn't just about avoiding diabetes. It's a cornerstone of resilience and an essential predictor of how long you'll thrive. Sign 2. Your spinal alignment and posture. When you see an older person standing tall, you're not just witnessing good posture. You might also be observing a marker of increased longevity. A 2022 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science revealed that seniors who maintain healthy spinal alignment often exhibit better balance, stronger core muscles, and higher bone density, all of which contribute to a lower risk of falls and fractures. Imagine two friends, Brian, who walks upright with his head high and shoulders back, and Neil, who's developed a noticeable hunch over the years, complaining of persistent back and neck discomfort. Brian's alignment suggests his musculoskeletal system is still robust, distributing weight evenly across joints. Neil's stooped posture may indicate weakened back muscles, spinal disc compression, or even the onset of osteoporosis, all potential catalysts for debilitating injuries. Many assume that poor posture is an inevitable part of aging, but it often arises from prolonged sitting, muscle imbalances, or ignoring minor aches that turn chronic. The consequences go beyond mere aesthetics. A misaligned spine can compress internal organs, leading to digestive issues and reduced lung capacity. Worse yet, spinal imbalances often increase stress on certain joints, causing pain that discourages exercise, creating a downward spiral of physical decline. If your reflection shows a forward head tilt or rounded shoulders, take it seriously. Practices like yoga, Pilates, or simple core strengthening exercises can correct postural issues, even if you've passed 70. Stretching programs focusing on the hip flexors and chest muscles can also help counteract the effects of a sedentary lifestyle. Some seniors find relief and realignment through professional chiropractic care or physical therapy sessions, which can identify specific areas of weakness or tightness. Standing tall is more than looking confident. It boosts circulation, preserves energy, and supports overall health. If you want to invest in the future quality of your life, start by checking your posture today. Sign 1. Your level of positive emotions and outlook. Your emotional well-being can serve as a remarkable barometer for how long you'll live after 70. In a landmark study published in Health Psychology in 2019, researchers followed older adults who consistently reported higher levels of optimism, finding they had a significantly reduced risk of chronic ailments like heart disease and a measurably longer lifespan. Take the case of Grace, a 77-year-old who greets each day with a list of things she's grateful for, versus Ellen, also 77, who tends to dwell on negative news and personal regrets. Grace's upbeat mindset floods her system with mood-enhancing neurotransmitters and hormones that support immune function and tissue repair. Ellen, however, sees her stress levels climb, chipping away at her body's defenses over time. Maintaining positivity doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges. It means cultivating resilience and focusing on solutions. Chronic negativity or anxiety can spike cortisol, a stress hormone that accelerates inflammation and weakens immune defenses. Meanwhile, hope and joy have been linked to better blood pressure control and even faster recovery from illnesses. It's essential to differentiate fleeting good moods from sustained positivity. True optimism is built through habits, regular social interactions that spark laughter, gratitude journaling, or volunteering for causes that ignite passion. Studies also show that practicing mindfulness or meditation can reshape neural pathways, making positivity more of a default state than a rare occurrence. If you notice you're leaning toward pessimism, consider small daily shifts, like listing 3 positives from your day before bedtime. Surround yourself with uplifting people, or try new activities that spark curiosity and excitement. This emotional foundation acts like a buffer against physical decline, sustaining you through inevitable life hurdles. After all, longevity isn't just about keeping the heart pumping, it's also about nurturing a spirit that propels you forward. Embrace a brighter outlook, and you may well find yourself celebrating more birthdays than you ever expected.